Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we want to find the possible value of x given that we have 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of 1 divided by x equals 4. So let's have it to be solution. Now guys, we have to recall from AM and GM inequality. So now what AM and GM inequality says is that given a bunch of numbers, the arithmetic mean of that number, assuming we have that number to be number x1 and x2. So we have the arithmetic mean of these numbers, that is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, will always greater than or equal to the geometric mean of this number x1 then multiplied by x2. Now, for instance, when you are given a number to be equals, assuming you have x to be equals 1, so that means we have 1. By applying the formula x plus x divided by 2, then it's going to be greater than or equal to when you have x multiplied by x. And you're going to have this one to be 1 plus 1 divided by 2 is going to be greater than or equal to when you have 1 times 1. And this equals, we have 2 divided by 2 greater than or equal to square root of 1. 2 divided by 2 will give us 1, which equals 1. So this is true. Or when you have x to be equals 8, then we are going to have it to be, by applying the arithmetic and geometric mean, we have it to be 8 plus 8 divided by 2. This can be greater than or equal to when you have square root of 8 multiplied by 8. And this will give us 16 divided by 2 can be greater than or equal to square root of 64. And so from here we have 8 to be equals 8. So now guys, having known this, let us now establish something reasonable mathematically. Now, given a number x, now take the reciprocal of this number. When you have 1 divided by x, then add them together. We must know that this is always greater than or equal to 2. Now, for instance, when x equals 1, from here you have 1 plus 1 divided by 1 can be greater or equal to 2. Let's see what will happen. We have 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now, this is true for this. Now, again, recall from here, when we have x plus 1 divided by x greater or equal to 2. So from here, when you now have x plus 1 divided by x to be minus 2, let's see what will happen. So from here, we have it to be x. By finding the LCM, so we have this one to be x squared minus 2x plus 1. And this equals, when you have x minus 1 all squared divided by x, which greater than or equal to 0, such that x is strictly positive, such that x is greater than 0. And from here, this expression shows a non-negative quantity, which proves that the inequality that we have here is true. And so guys, from given expression that we want to establish here, we have x plus 1 divided by x to be greater or equal to 2. Now, from here, when we take the power of both sides from here, when you have 2 to the power of x plus 1 divided by x. This will definitely greater than or equal to when you take 2 to the power of 2. And so, therefore, this implies we have 2 to the power of x plus 1 divided by x greater than or equal to 4. So if this is true, if this one is true, let us now apply AM and GM arithmetic. So from here, such that our s greater than 0. So now from here, by applying AM and GM arithmetic, let's see what will happen. So we're going to have 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of 1 divided by x, then divided by 2, will greater than or equal to when you have square root of 2 to the power of x dot 2 to the power of 1 divided by x. So from here, therefore from here we have 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of 1 divided by x equals 4. We have 4 divided by 2 greater or equal to when you have 2 to the power of x dot 2 to the power of 1 divided by x. So now from here, we have to recall from the problem given to us that we have 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of 1 divided by x equals 4. So, and now from here we have 2 greater or equal to square root of 2 to the power of x dot 2 to the power of 1 divided by x. And this implies that we can have square root of 2 to the power of x dot 2 to the power of 1 divided by x less than or equal to 2. By taking the square root of both sides, we have 2 to the power of x dot 2 to the power of 1 divided by x to be less than or equal to 4. And this implies that we can have this 2 to the power of x plus 1 divided by x to be less than or equal to 4. So we got to name this as equation 3. Now, mere looking at this equation 3, compare it with equation 2 from here. Compare with equation 2 from here. We have something like this. We have 2 to the power of x plus 1 divided by x to be greater than or equal to what? 4. This is equation 2. Now, it seems to be like we have a contradiction, which is no contradiction in this. In inequality, when you have 2 to the power of x, 2 to the power of x plus 1 divided by x less than or equal to 4, and 2 to the power of x plus 1 divided by x less than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 4. This implies that 2 to the power of x plus 1 divided by x can be equals 4. And if this is true, this implies that from here we have x plus 1 divided by x equals 2 from here, because we can have this one to be 2 to the power of 2. And so therefore, guys, for us to have x plus 1 divided by x to be equals to, this implies that x equals 1 divided by x. For instance, mind you that we have from the first expression that we have, when you have x plus 1 divided by x, always greater than or equal to 2. But let us see something will happen here. When x equals 1, then take note of this, the whole of this term. Now we have 1 from here plus 1 divided by 1. Is it greater than or equal to 2? You can see we have 1 plus here is also 1. The whole of this bundle, which is equivalent to this, equals 1, and the whole of this bundle, which equivalent to this, equals 1. So this implies that this equals to 2 when x and this are equal to each other, that is 1 divided by x. So they are equal to 2. And that's why we say for us to have x plus 1 divided by x equals to 2, this implies that x equals 1 divided by x. And so therefore, when we multiply through by x, we have here to be x squared to be equals 1, and we have our x to be equals positive or negative 1, and we are going to its positive. So therefore, our x equals 1. So if you are new here, don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.